Dr. Deng, thank you very much taking our interview, and we quite appreciate that. You know, like in many industries in China, and are talking a lot hot topic about smart technology, right? Smart technology, intelligent technology, or you call it innovation, or whatever like that. So in the area of like your specialties, like the bridges or engineering, is there any idea like called like smart bridge or intelligent bridge? If there is, could you tell us something about that?
I think the bridge engineering is quite good now in China. Mm-hmm. Engineering is based on experience, not like science. Science is trying to discover it, mm-hmm. to discover things. But engineering is based. The whole foundation of engineering is experience. Mm-hmm. It's not based on science. It's based on experience. Okay. Therefore, the more you do, the more you understand, and more progress you have. So China has built a lot of bridges, and therefore, with this whole vast of experience, China has a lot to offer to other parts of the world. I think China built more bridges than all other countries combined in the last 20 years.
China has made a lot of bridges, and the bridges are all in advanced level to many other countries. So, what are the, let's say, in technology speaking, what are the breakthroughs we have made?
The technology actually progress rather slowly. This has to do with the basic requirement of bridge construction. The first is safety. Because you have 1,000 people on the bridge, it must be safe. So therefore, bridge construction is more conservative. And therefore, anything new has to be tested and tested and tested before they will be used in bridge construction. So our bridge is basically very similar to what other countries has been doing, but we build them bigger, longer, and less expensive. And that's a big achievement too.
You know, like, is bridge has a role in the future to play in these cities, the smart city, you know, like make people's life easier and, you know, like that, and a more intelligent way or something. Because if the whole city is trying to upgrade it into a smarter level, the smart traffic, the emphasis on, right? Does the bridge has a role to play in it, you think?
That topic has been in people's mind for many, many years. But now with the advancement in electronics, a lot of things which could not be done before can be done now. Like automatic control, and also high-speed rail. In this respect, we're doing a lot of research on that. But because China has been developing so fast, many of the cities did not plan on this when they started.
Oh, okay.
Because, for instance, if you have a transit on the street, you need the width. So they have not been planning for that when they start the planning of the city. So, but we're trying to do improvement on that. And today is what we call a smart transportation or intelligent transportation. It's mainly a electronically supplement. For instance, they have the traffic board tell you where is congestion and all these things. And we're starting to get into driverless automobiles. So the car will drive itself. I believe in that respect, China will be more advanced than other countries because we like to try new things. The smart transportation is a progressing technology. Today we do this, tomorrow we do not know what may happen. Yeah. We are trying to, all this is smart technology. We're trying to use the experience of the past to project the future. The future, not only the 30 years, because the United Nations have been pushing for the sustainability. That's how do we sustain the world? So, but the idea is that we have to make sure that for the future generation, the world is, we have prepared them for the future generation. But our problem is that standing today, we do not know what future generation needs. If we had asked the same question 30 years ago, they would never thought that we need the computer, we need the smartphone. So how could we project for the future what they need?
Yeah.
So, for instance, when we talk about energy, we used to talk about only oil. So today we're trying to get nuclear, we've tried to get solar, and so today the energy component is different than 30 years ago.
It's like you stand now, it's hard to really to make what's your perceptions. You don't know whether it's a project, like whether it's realized or whether it's limited even in that way. So what's your advice actually? What's your advice when a city, let's say, are trying to develop like these smart ideas, like smart transportation or smart cities? So what's your advice when the city?
Well, I think all we can do is only based on what we know, and that's the best. And also have some imaginations. But imagination can be right or can be wrong, right? So we cannot build in imagination in our planning. So we come back to the same thing what I said before. We can only base on what we have now and experience from the past to build the future.
Yeah, even the breakthroughs come from the experiences, right? Just based on.
The bridge itself is really not a problem because bridge construction is very conservative. It will not progress very fast. And the world has only 4 types of bridges for the last 3,000-4,000 years. There have been always the girder bridge, the cable stay bridge, the suspension bridge, and the arch. That's all. I don't believe even in the next century or so we will get a new type of bridge. So it advances slowly. The infrastructure is only a base for future development. what you put on top of that is you have to think about, something you have to think about.
Nowadays, there are really a lot of things that talk about smart, right? Smart technology, like you said, it's not just only, it cannot just be imagination. The future don't know what happened, if I understand what you said, right? Yeah. And okay, back to the time, well, in 1994, right? In 1994, you set up T.Y.Lin International here in Chongqing.
Yeah.
But quite curious for myself and also possible for our audience, are people like you, like a notable words, like an authority in this kind of bridge area, bridge industries, and also you have experience in US or globally, you have your work globally, and also you have experience in Shanghai, Beijing. Why you choose to set up the company here in Chongqing?
I just told you that because I like it. I like the city. It's a very beautiful city. I came to Chongqing first in 1986. They were still run down. But I think with something, a lot of mountains and hilly and a river, Chongqing is a very beautiful city, and also it has a potential to become a very nice city. On top of this, I like the people in Chongqing. People in Chongqing are very straightforward, and they tell you what they think, and it's very easy to deal with. And they're also very open, and so I don't believe we can progress as we're in Chongqing. When we start the office here, we got a lot of help from the authorities and from the people. I think we did the right choice.
Yeah, like you feel that this city offers more opportunities, right?
Yeah.
So like we set up the company. Well, like through the years you stay here, and also you have designed more than 10 bridges in Chongqing. Many of them are very popular even on our social media now. Like this people come here to make photos and take pictures. Can I ask, like, is there any common feature? All these bridges in Chongqing share something in common when you design it?
The number?
Are there like these bridges you designed in Chongqing for Chongqing? Are these bridges sharing something in common? Do they have some features like similar with each other?
No, I don't think. I think you design a bridge like you make a painting. Mm-hmm. So each painting is different. Wow. It depends on the location, the requirements, and the environment. Sometimes you may think you have local culture, so you combine all these things, just like you write a novel. Mm-hmm. So it comes out one piece. That's
different.
That's about how you build a bridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, each one has its like specialties because the environment and everything is different.
So if you look at, for instance, you look at some of my bridges, the Chayangba is very different from the Dongshuimen, and also very different from the Zhayue, and also next to Chayangba is the Sifanbo. Again, it's completely different. It depends on local condition, and it also depends on the requirements. So I think it has been quite successful.
What Chongqing has gave you during your years here, you think?
Oh, Chongqing let me stay here for many years. But I think I got a lot of opportunities here. We have developed from 6 people now to over 1,000 people in these 20 years. Because Chongqing is open, people are more open. We are able to compete openly and got a certain amount of work. Also, we have been able to get good engineers to work with us. And most important thing is I enjoyed staying here. A beautiful city, yeah, and good people.
My last question is just like some time ago, the flooding go through Chongqing is like become a world concern, like a flood.
Sorry, a flood. You mean a flood?
Yeah, flood. Yeah. So during the flooding time, I mean, have you worried about the bridge?
Oh, no way. We designed a bridge for the flood. Actually, for instance, the T.Y.Lin, we designed for a flood level of 194 meters.
Yeah.
And this time, the highest level was 191.4.
Yeah.
So we still have 2.5 meters to go. And actually, I don't believe even you go up to 194 or even more, the bridge will have any problem. Because we still have additional safety for that. So I don't worry anything about that. Chongqing has a good, or let me say, in Chongqing, the foundation are very good. So most are rocks. So we just have to nail the foundation to the rock, and then it's safe. Not like in other places. We're doing some bridges in Meishan in Chengdu, suburb of Chengdu, or Meishan. Over there, the riverbed always changes. So because this mainly in sand and so once you have a high water, they wash away the sand, and then suddenly the riverbed is down another 10 meters. Then your foundation disappears.
That's a big challenge, actually. Yeah.
So Chongqing is very good for bridge construction. They're all basically rock foundations.
Thank you. That's all our questions, and I really appreciate
Thank you, my
your
pleasure.
time. Yeah. Thank you very much.